Hey guys, it's Megan again, and today I am here to talk to you about my least favorite things about New York ever since moving here. I already talked about the 10 things that I loved about New York, which you can of course watch in the description below, and I'll put it up here as a suggestion as well. One thing I don't like about New York is that people smoke here, and they smoke a lot. I don't have a problem with you smoking. You can do what you want to do. I just don't like to be around it because I have a little touch of asthma, so when I inhale smoke, it causes my throat to close up a little bit. It's not a good situation, so it really irritates me when I'm walking through the street and I walk through a cloud of smoke. The second thing that I don't like about New York is the noise level. It is really, really loud here. There's honking, there's sirens, there's people talking. It's just very loud. That's basically why the only place I can record is in my room. And the third thing I don't like is it is super smelly. There's garbage everywhere. There's a lot of smells that come. Some are good, you know, like the street food isn't bad smell, but the subway smell, it's like hot and gross down there, and it's just breeding ground for really bad smells. You know, you're next to a lot of people, so you know, it's a lot of closeness and a lot of body odor essentially. And so that leads into number 4, which it is pretty dirty. There's no real place to put garbage, so people put it on the street to be picked up, of course, like buildings, businesses, everyone puts it on the street to be picked up because there's no place else to go. Also, there's a lot of puddles, and then the garbage gets into the puddles, and it's dirty. It's dirty here. Number 5, I said this would be on my least favorite things list as well as the subways, mainly because a lot of times you're crammed on a train with a bunch of people, especially during rush hour, rush hour traffic, just like any other place, like people with 9-to-5 jobs that are either getting there or going home. I live in a part where I'm very close to a subway line, but it's very slow running, so that's kind of frustrating. All right, so number 6 is the people. Again, I said this would be on my least favorite thing. People can get annoying, and it can be frustrating sometimes when you're tired or you have a headache or you just want to get home and people are just in your way. And it happens a lot. You're just sharing a public space with so many people, and I love it a lot of the times, but I don't love it a lot of the times. All right, number 7 are the prices. It is very expensive to live here, obviously, because everyone wants to live here and there's a lot to take care of in the city. And I mean, that's fair. I know it's expensive, and I was very aware of that. It hasn't been as much of a problem as I thought it would be, but sometimes it can be annoying. Sometimes you just want to have a cheap night, but you can't because sometimes drinks are $20 a drink, and that can be very frustrating. Number 8 is also walking. Pros and cons, obviously. There's good things and bad things. Walking it can be a bad thing. Let's say that you're slightly sick and you have to get to work. It kind of sucks when you have to get out in the cold weather and walk to the subway. And that was something that was nice and convenient when I lived in Kansas City, is that if I didn't feel good, it was really easy to just slip into my car and go somewhere and just be only a few steps away from things. I'm still way more pro walking, but it can definitely be a little annoying, unfortunately, at times, especially when it's cold and you just want to get somewhere, but you can't because you have to walk there and you have to be outside, so that kind of sucks. Number 9 are the cars. I cannot stand drivers in New York City. They are horrible and they are awful. They just don't care about pedestrians. They will run you over even if you are like legally in your right crossing a crosswalk. They don't care. If they need to take a right, they will cut right in front of you. I've almost been hit by a car so many times, it's hard to count. They're just not very careful, and I don't like that. So number 10 is the amount of space that you have. Like, I'm used to my small apartment, but honestly, again, overcrowding and everything, there's just not a lot of space. Like, anywhere you go, you're bound to be in a line. Like, if it's fast food or whatever, usually you're waiting in line, unfortunately. And then there's not room in these places because they're so small, because everyone's trying to cram like stores or apartments or anything in any little nook and cranny they can get in the city. So yeah, those are my things that I don't like about the city. I think the pros and what I love about the city far outweigh what I don't like about the city. So I'm glad I moved here, honestly. It's a great little city to be in, tons of opportunities and things for me to discover, and of course I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. So thank you for watching that video, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.